So, pretty much got to our, we pretty much got to our, what was it? Top 5, top 6, right? Pretty much gone over No More Heroes 3 and Monster Hunter Rise, right? So, the next game I want to, like, talk about, chat room, is Resident Evil Village. Holy shit, Resident Evil Village. Oh my god, where to begin with this one, right? Damn. I was almost considering it to be like top 3. No, I shit you not. I was almost considering it to be like top 3. But I know there were other games that like came out, so I had to like change around the order a little bit here and there, but fucking A, Resident Evil Village was so goddamn awesome. It's literally Resident Evil 4, but with a different palette swap, That's literally what it is. So it continues like the story of like, you know, Ethan Winters, right? It continues the story of Ethan Winters, and he's on a mission that Chris abducted his baby, abducted her child, which is Rose, and somehow the baby ended up in this like European town. And oh my god. It was a fun as fuck adventure. Like a terrifying and anxious-filled adventure that is Resident Evil Village. Cheese and Rice. It was goddamn beautiful. It was goddamn beautiful. What can I say, right? I really liked Resident Evil 4. I really like Resident Evil Village. Oh, Jesus. Well, then again, Resident Evil 4 is Village, right? Yeah, so, like, lore-wise, just for, like, I think it's, like, safe to say that everybody has played Resident Evil Village in some time of their life, right? But Resident Evil Village, takes place after Resident Evil, 7. So it continues like the chronicle of Ethan and everybody, right? It continues the chronicles of Ethan Winters being just like a guy that after he found his wife from the Baker Mansion is now under the residence is now married with Mia, his wife. Is now with what? Oh yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, and they had a baby named Rose, a newborn baby named Rose, and yeah, Rose gets abducted by Chris. Chris shoots down Mia, right? That's from the infamous like first trailer that we saw, Resident Evil Village, right? Chris being like the big bulking dude that he is, shoots down Ethan's wife. And there is a legit reason as to why Chris did that, and it's in later spoiler territory, like after Ethan goes to the village and finds all the villagemen like fucked up by like vampires and werewolves and like fucking sea monsters and cursed haunted house dolls led by like a cursed fucking baby, monstrous baby. I'll tell you what, we do have footage of that monster baby. I do not like that segment one way or the other, you know? But Resident Evil Village is a fun survival horror game in the veins of Resident Evil 4. It's a very, like, there's not a lot of, like, self-referential nods like Resident Evil 4 that makes it super, like, hokey, like Leon saying to, like, oh yeah, and Machine Men, right? I forgot there was Machine Men. Fucking Heisenberg. Sounds like fucking Nicolas Cage. Jesus. But yeah, mutants, literally vampires, werewolves, middlemen, fishmen, deformed fucking babies that give you illusions, shit like that. And of course the usual like zombies, but zombies like in this essence right here, that's like literally a zombie, but it actually isn't because it's a vampire. Drained the sisters and Dick mommy material, which we'll get into like later. Dick drained souls, and all caused by like one woman named I forgot her name. Miranda, Mother Miranda. She was a scientist by Umbrella who was like in the works with Oswald E. Spencer, and for Resident Evil fans, Resident Evil aficionados who might know, is the infamous mansion ruler of the Spencer Mansion in Resident Evil 1 in the Arclay Mountains, right? And you know, they tied back together to like Resident Evil 1, like how Miranda became like this like power-hungry like person, like corrupted the village so much that like she wants like her baby, and that it ties together with like Resident Evil 7, that that one chick. Oh yeah, that one little girl, Emily. Emily was supposed to be like a finalized version of Miranda's research. Like the mold was like a big, huge thing for Mother Miranda and her shtick. But Emily was a failed byproduct, of course. You know, she was unstable. She had all these like certain psychological isms that really made her like not really a crucial project for Mother Miranda's end goal, which is to revive her lost child. That's her whole shtick, is that she wants to like get her child back from the bastards that like took her, you know? And you know, that's her like storyline, and that's like the reason why she kidnapped Rose. And Ethan was like, funny enough, Ethan is not a human. He is a mold created by his human life was gone when like Jack Baker like axed him, right? But he became a molded because of like clear-cut signs that like how is he able to regenerate his arm, how is he able to like fend off so much shit from like werewolf fights and like a stab to the fucking chest, or things like that. He is a molded. That's literally what he is. And he finds that out when he like his heart was stolen from him was like ripped out from him by Mother Miranda, and that's what he is when he later found out. What else? Yeah, but the characters are great. What is it? Yeah, but that's like plot wise, right? And then of course Chris executes his plan and invades the village so that they could find Miranda and end this virus curse once and for all, right? And you know, Ethan dies justly, sacrifices his life, saves Rose, saves Mia. Rose grows up in a post-credit scene, and Rose grows up in a post-credit scene. She's like a legit teenager, but because of like how she is and like the way the mold works, she ages faster. And that's like the ending of Resident Evil Village in like plot-wise. Characters though? Now let's talk about characters, since we're on the topic of, lo and behold, Mommy Milker over here. Right? The characters in Resident Evil Village are pretty dynamic, I'll say, you know? Of course, you know, the main object of affection in this game is, of course, the big, tall vampire lady, Lady Dimitrescu, right? She is like what everybody is really lusting themselves over for God knows why. For God knows why. She is a tall vampire lady, and I knew this from the beginning, that like, yes, of course, she's tall, she is like, has that sign of seductress, right? She is like the leader of the pack. She is like the Dracula of Resident Evil Village. But she's gonna turn. But this is Resident Evil, right? We've seen human-like characters turn into like monstrous bio-terrorist weapons of mass destruction, BOWs, right? That's like literally lore from Resident Evil 5 and later, Resident Evil 5 and former. But she's gonna turn into an ugly son of a bitch, and what we got is some literal bloodborne like monstrosity, you know? Cheese and rice. Dudes, like, what are y'all thinking, man? Why you got the hoots and tooch for this woman that could literally, like, kill you, I guess? Like, you know, got nothing else to lose, right? Jesus Christ. But that's, like, a positive thing because Capcom, like, saw the positive reception that a lot of people made Lady Dimitrescu out to be in Village, and the comments were well received. Like, cheese and rice, man. Lady Dimitrescu blew up in such a way that Capcom did not predict that at all, right? Capcom did not predict that Lady D was going to be like this popular. Cheese and rice, man. So much like lust for just one woman, and it became like the object of affection. You know, it's like fine. I guess it's like that MILF territory. But other characters I liked in this village, of course, like Chris, right? You know, he is like the boy. He's from Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, the big, beefy, like, punch a boulder dude. What was it? What was I, like, gonna say? What was I gonna say, like, next? Oh yeah, the daughters were really good, really, like, fleshed out. I really like the daughters of Lady D's, like, cult. The 3 daughters. I love the Dimitrescu siblings. All of them were really fun. There are a little bit like easy once you figure out how to deal against them. Just to, like, really speedrun them because, like, I played the demos here and there. But damn. The fucking daughters were fun. I liked... Dude, my favorite part about Resident Evil was the fucking, creepy-ass haunted house. Because that's literally, like, callbacks to, Resident Evil 7. And how Resident Evil 7, had this interesting fucking, Resident Evil 7 had this interesting, area that you normally don't find in Resident Evil, and that is like the little girl's room, and that was Emily's room. Super fucking dark. Like, if you're scared of like dark places, oh my god, get the fuck ready. Get ready to be creeped the fuck out, man. It is not that enjoyable. It is not that enjoyable, let me tell you. Oh my lord, it was a nightmare to witness, and like, I didn't play it, but like to witness, oh Jesus, especially in VR. Especially in VR, that place was hella nasty. I really didn't like that, you know? Oh, I got his hand cut off. Need water? Oh, sorry, I'm like captivated on this part. Severed hand. Oh, Jesus. Give me the fuck in there. Give me the fuck in there. I don't want to deal with, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. Demetreski. Get me the fuck out of there. But what is there, right? What is there? Oh god, holy sweet lord. What else was there? Oh yeah, my favorite, like, part from Resident Evil Village. My favorite part from Resident Evil Village was, like, the haunted house. I really, really dig, like, the haunted house in this game. Because the haunted house was just, like, a callback to Resident Evil, oh yeah, I did say that. Right. Oh yeah, tall dark room, yeah. If you're scared of the dark, right, yeah. But damn, man, it was it was a fun experience. I'll give it like 100%, right? My least favorite level was like the Heisenberg factory. I didn't like I didn't like going around I didn't like the what was it, the Heisenberg level, because you literally have to like go through this area that's kind of like a trudge. You face like metal men or like metal vampires, and it's like, really, dude? I'm like, okay, sure, why the fuck not? It's there for their sake, you know. It's there to like fill up time before the final ending, which you get in Chris's short little skit where he goes like Alpha Team Bravo on the village and then just like lays waste to all the corrupted villagers, all the corrupted werewolves in there. But I forgot who's that, like that fish fucker. I forgot who he was. Yeah, but that fish fucker was really nice. It was a nice area, just like escape the sequence sort of thing. I really like that. But the bosses were fun, since it is like a Resident Evil. I felt more enjoyable with the Heisenberg boss. I feel like they could have just done straight through the boss and not like crept in like just this tedious level, you know? Yeah, but that's like Ugh. Jesus, my throat. Yeah, but that's like my isms, right? That's like how it be and how it do. I really didn't like the Heisenberg factory. I really didn't like it a lot. Oh yeah, I said that. Fuck, I'm losing my, like, train of thought. I'm losing my train of thought, man. But what can I, like, think of, right? What can I think of? Oh yeah, like the, oh yeah, what was it? Yeah, the gameplay is really smooth. It just, like, improves upon, like, well, it's still, like, the stagnant, like, first-person perspective of Resident Evil that was introduced in Resident Evil Village, but it definitely feels a little bit more polished because because it is like Resident Evil 4. You get like your suitcase, and like in Resident Evil 4, you get to upgrade your suitcase and definitely get more swag. It's not like what was it, Resident Evil 2 Remake or Resident Evil 3 Remake, where you have limited item space and you have to increase your item slots so that you can keep like certain items in check, right? This definitely is the Resident Evil because A, it's set in a European village, just like in 4. You have kind of witty lines that you kind of notice in Resident Evil Village, and of course you get a merchant. Resident Evil 4, oops, sorry, let me move in. Resident Evil 4 had a merchant, which is like this, welcome, got some rare items on sale, stranger, and God. Then you have this like fat ass merchant in Village called the Duke. And the Duke is literally the merchant of Village, where he like supplies you stock and good shit at a half price. And he's like in connections with the oh yeah, the merchant, or the big guy, the Duke, is there to like supply you weapons, and he's actually like in canonical cahoots with the Resident Evil merchant in 4. So they're kind of like acquainted. But yeah, this game is like forefront, foremost, and first center, literally Resident Evil 4. But on the inside, when you actually play the game, it's really Resident Evil 7 2.0, just with a lot more stuff that you can do in this game that you could kind of not do in Resident Evil 7. Right? Well, what is it, right? Yeah, but the gameplay is super smooth. Definitely like a glow up of RE7. You get like improved aiming, you get running, you get like you get like knife works, shit like that. It's definitely a really fun pace of a RE game, and it definitely like kicks up when you play as like Chris, let me tell you. But yeah, Resident Evil Village is a really fun time. Albeit I'm not used to this type of like games. I'm still not like used to survival horror, because I'm a very like timid person. I get like super anxious when it comes to like these things. So I get like jump scared, like there you go, jump scared real easily. But it's definitely a good like adrenaline rush if you want that kick, or like that kick outside of your comfort zone. Fuck. Fuck, I have to relive this memory. God damn it. Oh shit, excuse me. I had to relive this memory. But it's definitely a fun as fuck Atmo game, right? If you're looking for like that survival horror experience, something that like takes you out of your comfort zone. Like for me, I'm always used to like action games and fighting games, right? But to play like something outside of your realm can be like a thrilling experience. Thrilling in the sense that like Resident Evil series has always been a thrilling fucking adventure, right? Yeah, but it's been like a year since Capcom launched Resident Evil Village, right? We're getting to that like 1 year mark of Resident Evil Village, that it legit like came out in the States and everybody played it. But the only problem is that it's been a year. We have not heard any like new updates. The only like new updates that we got from Resident Evil Village was that there's gonna be more content. That was from like the Capcom stream at like E3. dude, how the fuck are you gonna tell me that, like, you just come up with, like, a direct, right? For, like, Capcom, one of the greatest, like, not really triple A, but kinda is to an extent. One of the greatest Japanese companies to, like, known man, that's putting out, like, these huge-ass hits. Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, right? But there's no sign or, like, a breath of life for Resident Evil Village DLC, which is ultimately gonna happen, right? It's ultimately gonna happen. We just don't know when, because, you know, COVID fucks up everything. COVID literally does fuck up everything. I'm pretty sure that, like, Capcom is literally behind their schedule, and they need to, like, pump out some shit, because the only thing that's really being looked forward to for Capcom is Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is the only thing that, like, kinda is being looked forward to in, from Capcom. And we just finished Street Fighter 6. We just finished Street Fighter 5, you know, with Luke of last month. And Capcom Pro Tour is going to be upon us. Capcom Pro Tour is going to be, like, possibly in February or, like, January, and we're going to see a little bit of signs of Street Fighter 6. Aside from Street Fighter 6, though, we have not heard a sign of life from Resident Evil Village. We just only heard from that one direct in E3 that, like, oh, Resident Evil Village is going to be in the works. Fucking what? Fucking what? We've been waiting a year for this game. Now you're gonna tell us fans that, like, wait a little bit longer? I guess so. Right? You know, COVID definitely fucking complicates things. What is it? Yeah, but I want to see more of what's left there to be told about this game, right? Because the ending was super, like, well, spoilers, but the ending was super, like, interesting and confusing. Like, are we gonna get, like, Rose to do, like, some DLC shit? Are we gonna get Rose to be in Resident Evil 9? Is Chris gonna go, like, invade, like, Tricell or Umbrella, even though he works for Umbrella, right? But isn't Chris gonna do some, like, jabroni shit in some asshole, like, medical pharmaceutical company? Like, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna ultimately one day play as Chris. We just don't know when. And I want to see more Resident Evil content. I want to see more of this game. I want to see, like, more questions to be solved, right? Because, of course, by the ending, right? Rose is going to be the main protagonist of Resident Evil 9, guaranteed 100%, right? That is going to happen. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, yeah. This is fucked up, dude. Yep. I do not like it, even after, like, watching it. Nope. That's when you, like, bolt out of the door, like, nope, 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 nope. That is fucked up. That is worse than Nemesis. Holy shit. Yes. Yes, thank you. Oh my god. It is, like, literally nightmare-inducing. Jesus, man. But yeah, like, I want to see more of this game. I want to see where the storyline, like, kind of continues. Like, there is DLC for there is going to be DLC for this game. You just don't know fucking when. You just don't know when, and that's kind of like I'm kind of impatient about. I want to see this game a little bit more. I want to see this game really succeed and like do like a Chris campaign, like how they did with like Resident Evil 7, man. Like, I want to see that. But let me see the ending, right? And of course, Ethan is alive, right? Of course, Ethan is fucking alive, right? We kind of get to see that in like in the ending. After like the Mother Miranda fight, you get something like a post-credit scene that comes right here, right? That's Rose, kind of all grown up. Ethan is right there. Definitely has to trace from her mom. And like, she's like, kind of like Evelyn 2.0. Just super emotional, but super, but as they like ride out, right? You see like someone over there in like in the near vista, right where my cursor is. Like, I think it's clear that like Ethan somehow survived. He somehow survived the battle with Lady Miranda, and like I want to see like more. Resident Evil Village is getting into that realm of like forgetfulness right now, right? What the hell is going on with like Resident Evil? I do not know. I really do not know, and that's what I'm kind of like worried about. Again, it's been a year since this game came out. And we have no new information. We have no new information. The only like new information that's like in Resident Evil is that there's going to be an RE4 remake. That's legit going to happen. A remake of Resident Evil 4 is going to happen because Capcom saw the sale charts for RE2 and RE3 remakes, and they just want to like capitalize on that and make RE4 an already perfect game that doesn't need to be a remake, but it is what it is.